When we congregate in groups, they wanna call police, but when police abuse the youth, no one be stopping heat. We concentrate on rooted problems, contemplate relief, so we blaze the leaves, pave the maze, avoid their cheese.
Hola, yo soy DJ 113 y el día de hoy acá en La Rola vamos a tener unos invitados tremendos. Ellos son Babylon Warchild, uno de los grupos, digamos que más importantes y más relevantes en la industria underground del hip hop canadiense. Digamos que no son y no han tenido un impacto grandísimo a nivel comercial como lo han tenido otros artistas de la talla de Drake, pero digamos que ellos han vivido desde un principio como esa rudeza de las calles y todo el hip hop puro que se vive en las calles de Toronto, y los tenemos en exclusiva acá en La Rola. Okay guys, we have heard about the Toronto hip hop scene for artists like Drake, but I would like to know really how was the hip hop scene in Toronto, man?
The hip hop scene in Toronto, I'd say on the whole, is good. We are not making commercial music, so Drake is maybe not exactly like us, but we respect the fact that he brought attention to Canada, and it helps the underground artists in Canada be more known, and it kind of solidified Toronto with him. That being said, Toronto has an old history of hip-hop, Ghetto Concept, Concrete Mob, Maestro Fresh West, a lot of history, and we're very close to New York City, so the sound of the music is East Coast and underground, and we have our own specific sound in Toronto.
In a space odyssey, exit the brainwash and escape velocity, Warchild prophecy, blood, sweat, and try.
I'd agree with that. I think Drake has a lot of commercial appeal. I don't personally believe everything he's saying in his music, but that's the difference between commercial rap and underground hip-hop. Underground hip-hop is very embedded in speaking the truth and being real and all that stuff. But that being said, it's a positive thing that he's out there, at least making some noise, bringing attention to a city like Toronto. Because before that, even though we were heavily influenced by New York, we were often overshadowed by New York. But that being said, we have a long history from the past. Since 1993, man, this guy has been in the scene, and we've seen the growth of it and how beautiful it's becoming. We just feel we need a lot more unity so we could bring our message unified from Toronto across the world. We're lacking unity. We got a lot of talent, though.
Take the son of the Warchild, songs from the downtrodden, we sound bomb and raise the dead out the coffin. Call up the Warchild, pop out your eardrums, here come the troops of truth to save the sun.
How many years have you been working together?
We released our first album together in 2010. It was called The Empty-Handed Warriors. It was a collaboration between myself and Unknown Misery and a producer from France named Anyway Jones. And it worked really well. We opened for R.A. the Rugged Man. That was our first show, R.A. the Rugged Man. I came out, played cello, this guy was rapping, and people were loving it.
Yeah, after that point, basically when you started working together, like you said, with Dynamo, all that, the group after that point started becoming a little bigger. We added Fresco P, our brother who couldn't be here today, and also KDB. They're also part of the Babylon Warchild movement. And yeah, so we started very organically, I'd say. It wasn't a pre-planned thing. Yeah. And that's why I really think Babylon Warchild is working and making significant noise around the world, because it's a natural thing. We didn't put it together as, let's market it this way or that way. It just happened,
Florida medals clunking, my art of war mental function. Got me on some out the door, about to settle something. Whatever it is, whatever it was. When these wolves get the scent of blood, they never give up. I'm sick of these whack bitches who got no idea what it's like to be broke as fuck with dope ideas. You don't know what it is.
I didn't even think of mixing classical music with the hard drums of hip-hop until I met this guy. And then when we did it, it was just beautiful. Like, if you think about it, classical music has always been sampled in hip-hop. Jazz music, like all these sorts of music has been sampled in hip-hop.
I think it's really important that we realize where hip-hop came from and what the sounds that we're hearing when we listen to this music, where the actual instruments are coming from. As a young kid, I was classically trained cello player, and all my friends in downtown Toronto were all hip-hop heads. They all liked the hip-hop, and I just grew up around them, and that was what I heard. And I realized I have a lot of musical training, theory, harmony, and it all applies to making any type of music. It doesn't matter if it's hip-hop or, electronica or anything, or reggae or anything. It's all based on fundamental music principles. The live instrument is not portrayed in hip-hop in a really cool way. I think a lot of the live bands, also, they miss the point of the simpleness of hip-hop.
So I dap him when I see him, cause I know poverty's tough. The devil, she sucks for a piece. Many
hip-hop's a culture where we take things around us and we put that into our music, into our culture. We take the poverty in our lives, the politics within our lives, our own experiences. We're in staircases, we're banging off walls, you know, we beatbox. So we create sounds, and we take sounds from around us and create music from it. So when he came around, he plays the cello. It was just natural to add a sound that we haven't added yet also, you know? Putting a set together, Colombia, we're gonna be there very soon. Got Babylon Warchild, we got the whole BWC family.
You guys already knew Cartagena.
Yeah.
So I would like to know how was to be in that city, and what impression do you have about the Colombian people?
Colombia is beautiful in our hearts. We met so many amazing people in Colombia that supported the music. They're interested.
You guys have a very musical culture and appreciation for music itself, no matter what the genre. So as soon as we approach anyone with music, they automatically are interested. They want to listen to it. It doesn't matter what walk of life they look like they came from. They just really are receptive to music. So mad love to Cartagena was beautiful, Bogota's beautiful, and we want to keep learning more about this culture, you know what I mean?
To you, Tower City to Columbia, you know I'm on mine, yo, KDB, yeah, yo, I'm swinging on vines, I'm spitting on rhymes, it's cold out here, can't wait till I'm in the heat, it's hot out there.
He's, like he said, very huge respect for art. It's incredible, and South America has always been very connected with, you know, the spirituality and the art and dancing and the rhythm. And we want to, whenever I travel, I want to incorporate the culture and into our music if possible. So I'm going to try to pick up some vinyl here in Colombia, some, you know, Colombian old vinyl, you know.
Music.
Yeah, exactly, the typical Colombiano music, and I'd like to, maybe you'll hear it in the next Babylon Warchild album, some Colombian samples.
Never wanna be first place. Watch it from a distance like snipers before they take your face. We up north, check the point of your compass gap. Money on my mind that ain't never changing the subject.
When we perform, we give all of our energy out, you know, and then usually we get that energy back. So I'm expecting to share some energy with my people in Colombia when we come to the show. We share some good hip-hop. And I also want some hip-hop heads to come out and give us their music, because we want to learn more about the hip-hop culture here. But we expect nothing but good hip-hop vibes, man. We heard Bogota is the hip-hop capital down here, so we're really looking forward to experience that firsthand, you know?
Babylon Warchild live is completely different than Babylon Warchild on the CD. And Babylon Warchild CD and live is different than the Babylon Warchild freestyles. And so we have different dynamics, so you have to see the show.
Ball walker, so I stay on point for them snakes and them jakes and them kidnappers to study your license plates. That's why anything get close, I annihilate, humiliate, devastate. Solomon Child's the motherfucking great, and it's just me and my faith and them voices in my...
Y ya para finalizar acá en La Rola, los quiero dejar con un video de los señores de Babylon Warchild llamado Blind Swordsman.
Peace, what's going on? I go by the name of Unknown Misery.
What up, Colombia? It's Rumpelstilts, the hip-hop cello player.
We represent Babylon Warchild. We want to give a big shout out to La Rola. You don't know.
Yeah, La Rola, you know what it is, Babylon Warchild.
Peace and respect.
Niggas all bring drama to phony MCs. I just do what I'ma do. BWC, free fresco. Still rank 1, MFC, let's go. Cause I don't give a fuck what niggas gon' say. This is BWC, niggas gon' pay. From NY to T-Dot, yo, what they say. It's still BCC, Bucktown, USA. Niggas. Boot camp clip. Babylon Warchild. Picking up the shells and shrap. We raw never stop. The raw never stop. The raw never stop. We the raw never stop. Keep training, engraving with the pen.